This game was awesome. Want to know why it was awesome? Depth. The Warriors proved that their bench is as good, if not better, than the starting lineup. Probably not better, but still, really good. Starting in at center tonight, once again, and this was pretty notable considering the fact that James Wiseman is also a center, Kevon Looney. And Looney really isn't a great scorer. I hate to say it because I really like the guy, but they put him in at starter, and I think it's part of their game plan. He only played 12 minutes despite being a starter, so I think they just want to mix things around. Wiseman has been starter pretty much every game except for last game and this game. But this game was awesome. Like I said, James Wiseman, despite not even starting, had the most points and a career high of 25 points, 6 rebounds, and in 24 minutes. So he played the same amount of minutes as Kelly Oubre, who was also a starter, so that kind of puts it in perspective. Oubre was on fire. He was yet to miss a shot for a while. He had 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there were talks about Oubre getting traded. I didn't really go much into detail about this because I think it was yesterday, actually. The Pelicans were talking about acquiring him in exchange for Lonzo Ball. There was also talk about JJ Redick. And at first I was like a little bit optimistic about it. I was like, okay, well, Oubre has been struggling, so I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing. But like after tonight, 20 points for Oubre. Second most points in the game for the Warriors. That's just awesome. So I think we should at least keep him for another year. We'll see what happens when Klay comes back. Green had 6 points, but he also had 8 assists and 6 rebounds. Wiggins had 19 points. He's been really good lately, shooting outside, getting foul shots, driving in. Curry had a really slow start. He was yet to make a shot for a pretty decent amount of the first quarter, but then he just went off. Like I said, he had 16 points, which really isn't that much for him. But like in the later goings of the game, and especially the third quarter, he was just making 3 after 3. And like I said, Looney had 2, but Looney's more of like a role player. The bench did play a little bit because obviously they were winning by a sizable amount as the final score is 123 to 111. Game number 18, win number 10, I believe. And yeah, so the bench came in at the end. So we had some Bazemore did pretty well. I mean, he had 7 points. He had a 3-pointer. Wanamaker came in with 4 points. Pascal came in 4 points. Mulder with 3. Lee actually had a great game, 17 points. That's what I'm saying. Like the depth for the Warriors, that was something in the past they had problems with when they were back in their 2018 era team, like this year. They had some trouble with depth. I mean, they were still a really good team, but like when you're spending all your money on your starting lineup, your bench is not going to be as good. But right now, it's a little bit more equal. So their bench is really good right now, and that's one thing that teams need. They need depth. So that was really good. The Timberwolves are struggling right now. For them, Anthony Edwards, he had 25 points as well. So both rookies had 25 points. Malik Beasley with 25, Naz Reid with 19, and Jalen Noel with 12. But besides that, really nothing for them. The game wasn't really that close, maybe a couple times, but really good win for the Warriors. They'll play the Phoenix Suns next, and that should be a good one. The Suns are a pretty good team. They did lose to Oklahoma City. They have Chris Paul, so the defense will be interesting. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, and Oubre will be facing his former team, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, good win. This is kind of a baseball-type schedule where they do like these sets of 2 games. So they swept the Timberwolves in this. Beat them back-to-back games by a very sizable amount. I think it's the Oakland jerseys. They wore the Oakland jerseys again. I got a variation of an Oakland jersey on. But good game for the Warriors. Final score 123 to 111. 10th win of the season. 13th loss for the Timberwolves. Thank you, guys.